Welcome to the WDC PMKSY 2.0 MIS portal. Today we are going to learn the process of add quarterly target. For this, first you have to click on login, enter your PIA username, enter password and enter the security code. Click on login. Now you have logged in successfully. Click on quarterly target under the physical plan and achievement menu. Before submitting the quarterly target, make sure your plan has been completed that we covered in our first video of physical plan and achievement. After approval of plan by the SLNA, you have to add quarterly target. Select the project name. Select the financial year. After selecting the financial year, click on the button Get Details. After clicking the button Get Details, a list is provided with the indicators along with their corresponding quarter and annual targets. Here you can see. You have to fill the value for quarters. If you have data for only the first quarter, you can fill in the data for that quarter. Please note that if you fill data for any indicator in a specific quarter, it is a requirement that you fill the data for all indicators for that quarter. If you are filling data for the first quarter, it's required that you fill data for all the indicators in the first quarter. Partial data entry for any quarter is not allowed. It should be complete for all the indicators. Fill the value for first quarter. Fill the value for first quarter. Make sure if you have data for only the first quarter, you can fill the data for that quarter. In future, when you have data for the other quarter, you can back here to complete the information of next quarter. Fill the data for first quarter. For each indicators, it's required that you fill data for all the indicators in the first quarter. Fill the data for first quarter for each indicators. Fill the data for first quarter for each indicators. You are not allowed to fill the partial data. If you will fill the partial data in the first quarter, click on draft and you will find a alert. Please fill all first quarter values. Click on OK. You have to fill the value in first quarter for each indicators. Fill the value for each indicators. Make sure for NRM activities for which you have created a plan, It's important to note that the sum of all fourth quarter's values cannot exceed the annual target. This is the NRM activity. That means for this already you have created the plan. So you cannot fill the value exceed the annual target. For NRM activity, that means for which activity you have already created a plan, you cannot fill the value greater than annual target. The sum of all fourth quarter's values cannot exceed the annual target for the NRM activities. Fill the target here. For this also, you cannot fill the value greater than the annual target. The value of sum of all fourth quarters cannot be greater than the annual target. The value of sum of all fourth quarters cannot be greater than the value of annual target. Fill the target for each indicators. You must have to fill the target for each indicators. Fill the value here and make sure the value of sum of fourth quarters cannot be greater than the annual target. Fill the value in first quarter for each indicators. Verify your all data which you have filled in first quarter. After verifying the data, click on the button draft. After clicking the button draft, you find a message. Do you want to save the records? Click on OK. Now your data has been saved successfully. Again select the project name. Select the financial year and click on the button Get Details. Now your data has been saved in Save as Draft mode. Here you can see the data which you have filled in first quarter. Verify your all data. If status is showing D, that means your data in draft mode. If status is showing S, that means your data is forwarded to SLNA. If status is showing C, that means your data has been completed. After verifying the data, forward it to SLNA user. For forwarding the data to SLNA user, click on the button Forward to SLNA. After clicking the button Forward to SLNA, you find a message. Do you want to forward the records to SLNA? Click on OK. Now the data successfully forwarded to SLNA. Now I am going to log in with SLNA user and I will show you how SLNA user will forward or reject the quarterly target. First log out from PIA role. Enter the SLNA username. Enter the password and Enter the security code. Click on login. Now you have logged in successfully. Click on approval rejection of quarterly target under the physical plan and achievement menu. This is for SLNA user. Select the project name and click on the button Get Pending Work. After clicking the button Get Pending Work, the list of after clicking the button Get Pending Work, you see the quarters value. In the case of rejection of quarters, remark is mandatory field. You can view the quarter by click on the blue quarter one. Here you can see the all details of quarters. Here you can view the quarter detail. Click on close. If SLNA user wants to reject the value of quarters, then click on the reject action. Make sure in the case of rejection, remark is mandatory field. Fill the remark here. Click on the reject action. After clicking the action reject, you find a message. Do you want to reject this quarter? If you want to reject this quarter, then click on yes. In the case of completion of quarter, if you want to reject this quarter, then click on yes. After rejecting the quarter, it will go back to PIA user. PIA user will again modify the data and again forward it to SLNA user, and SLNA user will complete the quarterly target. In the case of completion, click on the action complete. Also, SLNA user can complete all the data at a time by selecting the select all checkbox and click on the button complete. Make sure in the case of complete, remark is not mandatory field. It's depend on your choice. Click on the button complete. After clicking the complete button, you find a message. Do you want to complete all project quarters? Click on yes. And you find a message. Quarter successfully completed. Click on OK. Again, I am going to log in with PIA user. Enter your PIA username, enter password and enter the security code. Click on login. Now you have logged in successfully. Click on quarterly target under the physical plan and achievement menu. Select the project name. Select the financial year and click on the button Get Details. Here you can see the data of first quarter which you have filled. Also you can see the status of first quarter is C. That means data has been completed. In the same manner, you can fill the data for second quarter. third quarter and fourth quarter. Thanks for watching.